I'm not Katy Perry or anything, so it's weird, but yeah, it's really cool.
Well, I mean, you're a young lady. You're very beautiful for a young lady. You're very talented,
Thank you so much.
and you have a very unique voice. I mean, if people don't catch on, then they're absolute idiots. I mean, the new song I heard absolutely blew me away. I'm trying to remember the name of it offhand. I have so many of your songs, that we're allowed to play. So
that's really sweet of you.
Well, I mean, I'm just honest. I mean, I'm not one of them to, beat around the bush and, sugarcoat things. But here's the deal. You've got an international, audience. A lot of artists don't have that. I mean, the fact that, somebody, came from Australia, whether, they were out in California anyway or not, the fact that they are from Australia and they wanted to interview you and, tell their, fans about that says a lot.
Yeah, it's really, it's overwhelming at times because it's not just locally, it is internationally, but it's amazing, honestly, knowing that I have fans in Australia. Like, I've never even been to Australia, and people know about me there. It's honestly crazy. There's people worldwide that follow me and listen to my music, and they sometimes DM me, and they'll be like, hey, I just wanted to tell you that you have an amazing voice, and I love listening to your covers. I love listening to your songs. And it's just like, wow, like, that's crazy to me. I don't know. It's just crazy. I can't really explain it any other way. But it's just amazing, honestly. I started with building my fan base locally and then internationally, and I figured if I wanted to, like, tour all over the world and stuff, I might as well build my fan base everywhere.
Nice. All right, so what made you want to, take on the daunting task of, doing a Wonderwall cover? Because that is, as far as, covers, a lot of people have tried to pull that off and just failed miserably.
I'm sorry, I couldn't really hear you. Can you repeat that one more time?
I apologize. Let me, is that better for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing Mr. Audio Man at the same time. So, all right, What made you want to take the daunting task of doing a Wonderwall cover out of all songs? Because many have tried and they've, failed. I've heard so many bad versions of Wonderwall, it's not even funny. And then I heard yours and it was refreshing.
Oh, okay. So, thank you, first of all. That's really awesome. Honestly, I go through several phases of, like, different genres that I'll be really interested in. I'll just, like, switch it up, And during that time, I was listening to a lot of alternative type of music, and I just kept hearing Wonderwall, and I've been in love with that song since I was little. And then since I was doing other covers at the time, I was like, okay, I should probably cover this one. Because honestly, I just cover the songs that I like at the time that I'm in love with, and I'll just do a cover on it. So that it kind of like helps it get out of my system because I'm always listening to it. So it's kind of like a relief. And I just put my heart and soul into the song, recording it, and it came out the way it did. And honestly, that's probably one of my favorite covers as well. I just really love that song, and it was really cool being able to cover it.
All right, and the song that I played last was "Safe and Sound." Once again, I'm not sure if that's a original or cover, and I feel like a total idiot today because I normally know my stuff. But it was a very, very nice song either way. And what is that a cover or is that your own? And if it is your own, what's the backstory behind it?
It is a cover. It was originally sang and written by Taylor Swift. But they played the song in, I think, a Hunger Games movie. And I heard it for the first time when I watched the movie, and I kind of just was like, oh, I really like this song. And I just started listening to it more until the point where I was like, oh, I should cover this. Like, this is just a really good song. And Yeah, honestly, that one was a little more difficult because it is more higher tones, but it was fun. And Taylor Swift, she actually said that she liked the way I covered it, which was like crazy because the artist that originally sang it, she basically approved of my cover, which I thought was crazy. It was like a really big moment for me.
Yeah, it had to be a very, high moment and whatnot for the original, artist, especially Taylor Swift. I mean, a lot of, bad controversy surrounds her, but at the end of the day, she's a fantastic, talented artist. And anyone that can, pull off her cover and especially wow the artist, Taylor Swift, that's saying something. But like I said before, you have a very unique style. It's just your voice, it flows kind of like a bird. I mean, it's just fluent. That's the difference between you and like 90% out there.
Wow, thank you so much. That's awesome.
I mean, because a lot of people crack in their voice and everything, but nonetheless. So who would you say are your main influences in your life?
Main influences probably have to be, one of them has to be Beyonce, of course, because she's a goddess. She's such a good performer, and she has such an amazing voice. She's definitely a big influence. Cali, she also has pipes, and she can sing very well. Frank Ocean, let's see. Those are like three of my main influences, really, vocally, because they're very vocally inclined, and I want to be able to one day have the ability to sing like them. I mean, not necessarily like them, but like be able to reach the certain notes that they can would be crazy. So that's why I am constantly doing vocal training so that I can get to where I want to be. I mean, I like where I am now, but I'm slowly progressing to get to where I want to be, like, in the future.
All right, and let's build on that and say 5 years from now, what do you measure as a success story for you?
5 years from now, I want to be able to, I want to be touring all over the world. Honestly, I think that would be such an achievement if I got to that point. Because that's one of my main goals, really, is to be able to see different places and to be able to see different places with the fans and be able to perform for them. Like, that would just be breathtaking, honestly. It would just, it would just be amazing. I hope that I will get to that point. I know that if I keep working as hard as I am now, then I will get to that point. So it's just waiting now, just keep working and waiting and getting there, then it's going to happen. So I'm excited for it.
All right, and let's just say that did happen and you are touring all over the world. Who would you want to open up for?
Oh, wow. Honestly, I don't really know, honestly. I've never put that into thought, but it would probably opening for Beyonce, honestly. I think that would be really awesome because she has so many fans and they're so loyal and amazing. I just think that it would be so cool to open for Beyonce. Like, just to be able to say that you opened a show for Beyonce would be an achievement, So, yeah, I just think that would be a really cool experience if I could do that.
All right, so what would you say is your greatest achievement so far in life?
My greatest achievement would have to be getting where I am now, writing music and performing at places that I never thought I would perform at. Like, I performed at the House of Blues, open mic around LA Boys and Girls Club with, like, the Neo, he has his new annual Giving Compound tour, and that was amazing. Because I used to idolize Neo when I was younger. I was a big fan of his music, and I still am now, but definitely bigger when I was younger. I would idolize him. He was one of my favorite singers, and the fact that I got to work with him and meet him was crazy. And I also performed a couple of my covers and originals there too for some of the boys and girls, and it was really cool because after they were just like, oh, I really like your music, and they just wanted to like meet me and like hug me and get my autograph, and that was just really awesome.
All right, and what is the greatest thing that you've heard from a fan to date?
That I think one of the best compliments that I've gotten from a fan was that they love all my music and that they listen to me daily. Because yeah, because that was just really it was weird in a good way for me. It was kind of like, wow, you like me that much, like that's really cool. Like that's the point that I wanted to get to, you know? I just think that's amazing that someone thinks that I'm that good that they want to hear me every day. Because there's artists that I want to hear every day because I just find them like so good at what they do. And the fact that someone thought that about me, I thought that was crazy. I was like, wow, really? Like, thank you so much. Like, that's such a good compliment.
All right. I keep on getting, comment after comment how you got an amazing voice and how you're a cutie and everything. I'm just reading off comments here. So where do you see yourself, heading other than touring? What kind of style do you see yourself, heading into? I know you said you don't like the cliche and everything, but your unique sound, do you see yourself, going, staying, the R&B route, or, going over to the pop route, or just constantly blending until you, get where you need to be?
I never plan on choosing a genre to stick to. Honestly, I think that's one of the things that makes me so unique, as you say, because it's just who I am to not, honestly. Because in the future, I want to drop, albums that are specifically one genre, and then do, maybe another album that's a different genre, and then, who knows, maybe an album with, a mix of every, maybe they'll have, rock in it, maybe they'll have, rap in it, I don't want to be oh, yeah, she's a hip-hop artist, or she's an R&B artist. That's not my goal. I don't want to be known for that. I want people to be oh, yeah, she does EDM, and she sings some alternative music, and she sings some rap music. It's so people know that, oh, wow, she's different. I don't want to be just the same. I want to be versatile.
All right, and it looks like you have your caller from Connecticut. Do you want to ask her something?
Hey, Logan. This is Big Lou, one of the DJs there.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, I just want to say I love the beautiful spin you did on Wonderwall. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I like your voice. I like your sound. And you're definitely using the right word. You are versatile. Definitely. And
that's
going to bring you places in this business, and that's always a great thing. I wasn't tuned in. I'm running around. I have a wife, so sometimes my Saturdays are busy, but I just got a message saying that you were on right now, so I wanted to make sure I asked you two questions. One, what's your goal? I mean, where do you plan on going? Are you currently writing, original music, or do you plan on going the cover route?
I have 3 originals that are out right now. Some ones that are about to come out, and then yes, I am still writing. I plan on writing my own music in the future as well.